Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. You know, your backyard sump pump is so important and it only takes a few minutes. It's springtime. Let's check this pump and make sure everything is in perfect working order before those spring rains come. It'll take you 5 minutes to do this and save you thousands of dollars over having to replace things. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the spring clean of sump pumps. You can see here in this backyard, it's just been totally neglected. Let's open it up and take a look. Can you see how overgrown things are down in there? It's definitely time to maintenance your spring sump pump. If you've got a backyard system like this, don't let it go like this. This is so easy to do and it only takes a few minutes. But basically we're going to clean out all the debris, check the float, make sure it's pumping, and make sure the discharge works good. Only take you a few minutes. The pump will take most of this out of here. Not the vines, but any debris that's down in there. And if you notice, this pump's not working. See that float? Can you see me pushing it up and down? It's underwater. So we need to check that breaker, make sure that's working, and we should be in good shape here. Doesn't look like any water's been coming through this line for quite some time. We may need to clean that line as well. Okay, so I checked the breaker and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. If you can see me here, sorry. Plugged it in, you can hear it kick on. You can see it going down. So the float works good, pump works good. We just need to clean this out. Put some water in that pipe. We'll see what happens here. Looks really good, but it only takes a few seconds to check your sump pump. You lift this float up. You can hear that pump kick on. I can pump it all the way dry. You can see the bottom. Now we've got the water coming in from the inlet line. There's a catch basin. I got the hose running in there. Looking really good. Just make sure that you clean out your sump basin. It's so important, guys. So important. Check that float. All you need to do is lift it up. This pump, it is so important. It is carrying the bulk of the backyard down through this pipe into the pit, and it discharges out at the street. Has a little bit of sand in there. I'll scrape that out, but other than that, not too bad. So everything here works great. The breaker was popped. I don't know why it was popped, but it did pop it. You know, it tripped it. So we fixed that. Check the pump. Check that float. Please check your float. Make sure that your pump is working good. It's so important. You know, when it begins to rain this spring and you've got all that water coming down, it's being collected by your French drain, your catch basin, your downspouts, whatever, and it's going to that backyard sump pump. If that pump's not working, you're going to have a flood. So make sure you check that float. So one final note, I'm posting some more videos about crawl space. Crawl spaces are so important this time of year. I know I keep saying so important, but things are so important this time of year as springtime comes and it begins to rain. Installing footer systems, footer pipe inside your perimeter of the crawl space is not hard to do. Take a look at some of these videos that are coming up. I'll post them here this week, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But take a look at these. Some of them are old, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they're still working just like they were the day that we installed them. They work forever. They last forever. And you do need to maintain the system. In other words, just like we just showed you, check that float. If that float and that pump's working, then your system's working. It's that simple. So don't forget about live help. video consultation. We use Zoom as our platform, but I can use FaceTime as well. It's only $60 per session, and I promise you that you show me your problem and I'll give you the answer. It's that simple. I just need to see your problem and I'll be able to help you understand what is needed. If you have your own plan, your own idea, I can tell you whether or not that will work. We can modify that. It only takes about 15 or 20 minutes to go through the whole process, and it's quick, it's easy, $60 per session. Sign up online. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.
So here's a few tips for digging that footer tile. You can see what I'm using is called a sharpshooter shovel. It's 16 inches long and 6 inches wide. And the way you dig this is the best way you can. You'll notice that I dig backwards, and it's kind of like rowing a canoe. You know, I'm going to push that shovel in and pull it off to the side, put the dirt right beside the trench. You can see that water following me as I dig. This is not hard. Some people ask, how deep is the footer? Well, every footer is different, but we've got to get down beside the footer, not on top, but on the side of the footer. So it's usually about 12 to 14 inches deep. Sometimes it could be deeper. It depends on what they backfilled with. But this is not hard, and you can do it. Watch for the upcoming videos on how to waterproof your crawl space. Step-by-step instruction. I promise you that you can do this yourself, and it is not hard to do. So don't forget, you really need to bring this water out through your foundation wall. And this is done with the hammer drill, as you can see. It only takes a few minutes. That drill will pound through there, cut a perfect 2-inch hole, which is the perfect size for 1.5 inches. Can you see that? It's perfect. We'll hook that up to the sump pump inside, and now the pump can lift that water up and send it right out through the wall. 1.5 inch pipe, perfect hole, brings it out, and now I'm hooking up the sump pump. Pretty simple job. And again, watch for the video, learn how to do this yourself, and truly save $10,000, $15,000.